guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and I'm here today with my Disney album. So we are in day 4, and we are at Epcot Center still on these two layouts. And on the left-hand side, we are at the Sea with Nemo and Friends. We took a photo opportunity outside of that attraction and took a couple of pictures, and then I also included this one photo of the 4 of them in front of one of the aquariums, just looking into the water, and just, you know, a moment of peace, I think, probably. So I'm just using, I've chosen journaling cards from Solon Studios. All of the journaling cards today will be from Solon Studios Project Mouse, which is available at the-lilypad.com. They are digital elements that I have printed out. And then I'm also using some elements from the Shamal Starshine collection and some embellishments from Gossamer Blue, and that label, that one tiny little label that I just stamped on, is a Theresa Collins label. So I'm just going to write about how this was one of our favorite places to go, and we liked the fact that there were some aquariums to look at, and it was more than just a ride. You know, this was partly an educational thing, but we do love visiting aquariums and seeing different ocean life and sea life. So I think that's why we liked this part of the park. So I'm going to just embellish each one of these cards and the photos. Right now I'm going to add an alphabet to this to make it a title card, and I'm just adding the title, The Seas with Nemo and Friends. And so I realize it's kind of painful to watch someone else put alphabet stickers down. And I actually do this to you twice on this video. Normally I don't do big titles like this. And I'm not sure what makes me choose not to, or what made me choose to do that on this layout. I don't know. Usually I put where we are in a more subtle kind of way. But this journaling card called to me, so there you go. Sometimes you do something one way, and another time you do it another way, and that's okay too. I think that adds interest and variety to the albums. I don't know. I'm probably more than halfway through this album, and I'm probably just getting good at it. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way. If you really don't start getting your groove until you're about halfway through the project. And then you hit stride, and it seems to go a lot easier after that. So here we are. I'm sorry, there's a truck outside my window. Anyway, so I'm just finishing up this little card here. I'm not leaving out the word with. I'm going to write it here by hand. And so those 2 are done, and then I have 2 more 3x4 cards. This one, all I'm going to do to it is round the corners, and I'm going to add these little stars with my glossy accents. And yes, my glossy accents is still all blocked up, and I'm still using my little tool to to loosen it up. So anyway, this is how we get to know our little quirks. That's one of my quirks. I refuse to give up on that glossy accents bottle, even though every time I use it I have to poke it. But anyway, so I'm just going to add the date here. I know that I've already documented the date that we were at Epcot, but those lines at the bottom of that card just sort of lended themselves to that. So, and then I'm just going to write about how this was one of our favorite parts of the park. And I think that's It's interesting to me because I've mentioned before my personal dissatisfaction with some of the things that I didn't capture on this trip. But I think I did capture some of our favorite things. I think what I photographed were the moments that I was happy and comfortable enough to photograph. I don't know if that makes sense. And so I'm going by that fact alone, that tells me that these are our favorite parts of the park, or my favorite parts. These are my favorite moments, the moments that I actually got to capture them on film or capture them with the camera and actually take pictures of them. I'm going by that's what makes these memorable for me. So I'm done with that side of the layout, and I'm going to move over here to our dinner with the Disney princesses. Yay, I have been waiting to do these layouts for months now, and literally for years, because we took this trip in 2012. So it's now been 3.5 years that I've been waiting to scrapbook this dinner, this one little dinner. So here we go. Now, again, I chose journaling cards from the Solon Studios Princess Collection. And I just chose like 4 3x4 cards and 1 4x6 cards. And then I also, what you're seeing me use here are some of the digital embellishments from that kit. And so what I did was I printed them and cut them on my silhouette. I just brought the elements that I wanted to use. I just brought them all into one document in Photoshop, created a PNG, and then traced it in Silhouette and printed it out on sticker paper. Now, I'm just learning how to print out on sticker paper, so I don't have it set quite right yet to kiss cut so that the stickers are still part of the whole sheet. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So that's why they're all cut up and I'm having to peel the backing away. I have to work through that process still. There's something that I'm missing somewhere on how to get it to print that way. And I don't have it connected directly to my computer. So anyway, I'm having some challenges, a little learning experience there with my silhouette. Y'all don't hear me talk about my silhouette a lot. I've had that thing for like 3 years, literally, and I have a love-hate relationship with it. So there you go. It has a tremendous learning curve. But anyway, I did want to use some of those embellishments on this layout. So I think everything that's on the page so far, except for those enamel hearts, has been from the Solon Studios collection. So I'm just going to journal here. We had dinner in Norway at Akershus. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And so if you've never been there before, this is a reserved dinner, and all the princesses come around to all the tables and visit with your children while you're eating a really lovely, wonderful dinner. They also had a parade through the restaurant, and it was just a really fun dinner. And so I didn't realize that I needed to let my pen dry here. You'll see Theresa made an oopsie. So that journaling card totally smeared on the inside of that page protector. So life goes on, right? The movie moves on. I just wiped the inside of the page protector with a wipe, and then I put the pen in there so that it would dry. And then I'm letting that journaling card finish drying. I'm just going to leave it smeared like that. I'm not going to reprint it. Maybe if it bugs me enough in the future, I will go back and fix that. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. So I actually did take a picture of the sign outside of the restaurant. Yay me. I don't think I took pictures of our food at this dinner. Not yay me. But anyway, so this makes a nice introductory photo. This dinner actually will take up about 3 pages in the album itself. So we'll have more Disney princess layouts next week as I continue to complete these layouts. So I've got this big empty journaling card, and I'm going to add another title. And so I'm just getting my alphabet here ready to lay it on the page. And again, I know this is excruciating to watch someone else put alphabets down on the page. So, yeah, the first princess that visited our table was Aurora. And so these are our photos with Aurora here. Yeah, I think that this was as much about me as it was about our girls, because I was just so happy to be able to gift this to our girls and our boys. I have to say that the princesses all made a point of speaking to our boys, talking to them, and treating them really nicely too. It was a fun dinner. It was a fun dinner for the boys too. They enjoyed it. And I think, I don't know, there was just such an air in the whole room. If you have not done this particular dinner, you have to do it. And I'm sure all the princess dinners are like this, because there's several options throughout the park. This is just the one that we chose. But there was just this magic in the air. Everybody was so happy and so excited, and the princesses really did an amazing job at welcoming every guest and sitting down, holding their hands, hugging them, and just really, they weren't just princesses. They treated us like royalty too. So this layout is just about done, and I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and give you a look at the layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back next week. Bye-bye.